Greetings, loved ones. I thought I'd try something different. I thought I would tell you of my rebirth or my second life. And this will be called my truth, my life. And it started in 1989. Now, at present, I am 67 years young. And I had been smoking cigarettes since I was 15 years of age. And my mother, a devout Pentecostal holy roller, had her view of how her life should be, and since she wanted to keep me tied to her thinking, the ignorance that she passed down from her generation, which is the case for all American blacks, for that matter, for the most part. Enlightenment is also passed down from generation to generation. However, in black Americans' case, ignorance was the birthright that they were given from the time of the slaves, when they would get castrated or beat or whatever. All the slaves had to watch. So that was the pain and fear that they were hypnotized with and installed with, along with that religion that they was given, which is what keeps them bound at the lowest rung on the spiritual totem pole today. That's all I got to say about that. As I say, ignorance was passed down from generation to generation. The author of it, it appeared to be, was Willie Lynch. So here we are today with that same ignorance binding the American blacks, and ain't nothing they can do about it. Too much fear and pain was given to their forefathers. Listen at me there, mine too. But I used a chemical to rise above it. Jumped all the way out of my body and broke the chains. When I became free, I could see and hear and know. Now, my mother had this idea that I should not smoke cigarettes because, I don't know, she felt like it was bad for her, but someone on the outside of herself had decided everything for her, basically. So she felt she could decide for me. So she was very good with the power of prayer, because she was quite psychic, and that was one of her gifts, was she could make things happen with her prayers. So she prayed that I stop smoking. I asked her not to. I told her that was black magic, and she wanted to change my life to suit her, and that she was interfering in my psychic space. But of course she didn't see it that way, because according to her, her Bible told her that she was supposed to pray for everybody. But I told her that that was black magic. Just because you consider it to be something for good, it don't have to be that. So what that prayer led to was the universe, or God, hearing it and setting such elements in motion to get her prayer answered. And it came in the form of her, of me traveling up the highway, I-5, in Seattle, Washington, going to Portland. Me and my daughter's mother was going to go do a little shopping. So I had, narcotics in the trunk, cocaine, heroin, guns, and the like. And I was driving and the police stopped me. Now, he had me get out of the car and he wanted to search me. So I didn't protest because I knew I didn't have anything on me. Everything was in the trunk. So he patted me down, and then he stuck his hand in my shirt pocket. Now that was a freshly donned shirt that it just came from this cleaning, starched, iron, all that good stuff. And he pulled out a baggie of cocaine. Now, I knew that that wasn't mine, but it was not in his hand when he stuck it in my pocket either. Because I saw his hand. But be that as it may, he has a packet of cocaine in his hand, and he pulled it out of my pocket. Now, that is not a normal phenomenon, but nevertheless, I didn't know too much about supernatural phenomenon at that time, but